Welcome to our guide on growing garlic at home. You lot think supermarket garlic is good? It's bloody pathetic. Today we're going to show those clowns how it's done. We're talking about real, fresh, pungent garlic that will knock your socks off. I'm Gordon Ramsay, and today I'll show you how to plant, care for, and harvest garlic for a flavorful addition to your kitchen. We'll cover everything from choosing the right cloves to curing your harvest like a pro. By the end of this video, you'll be a right garlic guru, ready to transform your cooking with homegrown flavor. Get ready to get your hands dirty because we're about to turn your garden into a garlic powerhouse. Listen up. You want perfect garlic? You need to get the timing right. The best time to plant is in the fall, about 4 to 6 weeks before the ground freezes solid. That gives these little beauties time to establish their roots before the winter chill sets in. Now, garlic is a picky sod when it comes to soil. It wants well-drained soil, none of that soggy mess. And don't even think about planting in clay unless you want stunted, pathetic bulbs. The ideal pH is between 6.0 and 7.0. Get yourself a soil testing kit and make sure it's up to scratch. Remember, this is about quality, not speed. Don't rush the planting. Take your time. Prepare the soil properly and give your garlic the best possible start. Trust me, the results will speak for themselves. Now let's talk about choosing the right garlic for the job. Alright, you've got your soil sorted. Now let's get these cloves in the ground. First things first, break apart the garlic bulb into individual cloves. But for God's sake, be gentle. We're not trying to pulverize them. Now each clove needs its space to grow about 6 inches apart. Any closer and they'll be fighting for nutrients like a pack of hungry wolves. Plant them about 2 inches deep with the pointed end facing up. That's where the magic happens. Once they're in, give them a good drink of water, but don't drown them. We want the soil moist, not waterlogged. And for heaven's sake, use mulch. A good layer of straw or shredded leaves will help keep the soil moist and prevent weeds from stealing all the nutrients. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. We're in this for the long haul. Right, your garlic is in the ground, but the work doesn't stop there. These babies need constant attention, just like a hungry customer in my restaurant. First things first, water regularly, especially during dry spells. But remember, don't overdo it. Soggy soil is a recipe for disaster. Garlic is a sun worshipper, so make sure it's planted in a spot that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight a day. And keep an eye out for weeds. Those pesky buggers will steal all the nutrients and leave your garlic weak and stunted. Now let's talk fertilizer. Garlic is a hungry plant, so give it a feed every few weeks with a balanced fertilizer. But don't go overboard. Too much nitrogen will give you lush green leaves but tiny pathetic bulbs. Remember, we're aiming for flavor, not foliage. After months of nurturing your garlic, the moment of truth has arrived. Harvest time. But how do you know when those bulbs are ready? Look for the leaves, you donkey. When the lower leaves start to brown and dry out, it's time to get digging. Now, be careful when you're harvesting. We don't want any bruised or damaged bulbs. Gently loosen the soil around each plant with a fork, then carefully lift the bulbs out of the ground. Once you've got your bounty, don't even think about tossing them straight into the pantry. Garlic needs to cure, just like a fine wine. Find a cool, dry, well-ventilated spot and hang those bulbs upside down for a few weeks. This will allow the flavors to concentrate and the bulbs to develop that papery outer skin. Trust me, the wait will be worth it. Congratulations, you've successfully grown your own garlic. Now let's make sure it lasts. Proper storage is crucial for preserving the flavor and aroma of your hard-earned harvest. Once those bulbs are cured and dry, it's time to find them a good home. Store them in a cool, dark and well-ventilated place. Humidity is the enemy here, so avoid storing them in the fridge. That's just asking for mold and sprouting. A mesh bag or a basket in a cool pantry is perfect. And remember, garlic is like a good friend. It hates to be alone. Keep those bulbs together, and they'll keep each other company all winter long. Now you've got a stash of garlic that would make even the toughest food critic weep with joy. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you grow your own delicious garlic at home. Remember, growing your own produce is incredibly rewarding. It's about passion, dedication, and a love of good food. And trust me, once you've tasted the difference between homegrown garlic and that supermarket rubbish, you'll never go back. So get out there, get your hands dirty, and start growing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more gardening tips and culinary inspiration. Now go forth and conquer the culinary world, one delicious garlic bulb at a time.